Hola bafethu, hola bafethu, hola bafethu, hola bafethu. And welcome to Take Me Through Your Journey with the one and only Mabokotho bafethu. Autiakasi mfethu, autiakasi Freedom Square, the dark man, yeah? Who's that ntanga? Who's that?
Wayithi
Abachaya sana.
safapa
unale batho ba chasitseng that question. Yeah, I answered it as honest as I can.
Hola bafethu, hola bafethu, hola bafethu, hola bafethu. Welcome to the second episode to Take Me Through Your Journey. Let the one and only Mabokotho autiakasi mfethu, autiakasi Freedom Square, the dark man, yeah? And vandaag I've got my ninja here. Kenala autiaka, Colin Mohono, the one and only.
Sure. Sharp and fit. Sure. Hola.
I mean, why rata chiscope, dog?
Yeah. Chiscope.
Yeah.
And when I can only trademark. So I can't really reveal until I have all the money I need.
And give out him. That trademark, kia batho ba nang le nyoko.
I can understand, but for naga understand now. Naga na le nyoko.
So the nyoko nang le yona e ka bankeng kapa santsane ile go mahodi mo tseleng ya tla plus ke a tseba yona le special relationship le modimo do.
Yeah, intelo modimo.
Khona tla tswa kala.
Yeah, since I allocate it into my bank account, I so reflect.
Do me a favor, doc.
Sure.
Kopa chaile modimo wa mfethu shudu chaye before na pele nyoko we kena nyoko ezwa ka le monna.
Utlwi.
Sure.
I also utlwi.
Ke tletse mfethu.
That's right.
Ke tletse mfethu.
Ke ha. Ana stress.
By the way, ntanga mfethu.
Mara ga bua ke bokaya ke.
Eish doc.
Ga bua ke bokaya.
Mara ke a tseba modimo wa slege.
You'll get something.
Yeah, something.
That
That will keep me going.
For lunch.
For lunch. ATM na.
Mara ga bua batla bokaya.
ATM. Mfethu. Batho ba baya, they think me and you, we are like blood brothers. What do you say about that, mfethu?
Jwa mfethu.
They are like, we are siblings. You are my big brother, I'm your younger brother.
Ena ba ka tswa mo holon. I think relationships are not only they are not only biological, you know. Some relationships di hadietsu ke hore fela o cousin ya ka kapo I know you through something. Strangers can become relatives.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And I think relationship ya ka le wena have turned and became into a current relative or the family or brother and sister,
Yeah,
because of the love we share between us.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why batho ba bona ndai because hona le covering e leng ba e bona rona re bona mara bona ha ba buimaka ba tloele ba le jwa.
Yeah. Amana ke hopola umpitsa la mfethu ambelela la mfethu a shapera no toropong a ke na ya mahlaba yo ya toropong
Ha lo ena mo.
And then I walk ke ita ko stupu da and then ke wa chaele grotman ke te mo stupu wazwakala and then re ya ko stadium ini da ha re qeta o jam like nna ke tlotswa so ke batla o take a walk ke ya ko kasi you're like emane o tlo walk from here to kasi mfethu ya ga ya begman grotman re so o tlo walk mfethu I'm like yeah man ke batla o gym fela. And the strange thing mfethu is that you told me Raymond I can tell around anyuko amahlaba. Unoboni dog.
It's because at some point Lena killing your shoes.
Yeah.
There was a time Lena Snanix, but I had hope.
Yeah.
And when you have hope, or rather say faith, in things just where it's hard, you can't walk around udilesho. You walk around based on what you hope for, hoping and believing that you're already in that position.
Yeah.
So even though no say now you acted as if usha, but I could see through your eyes. So I'm not.
Ntangamna. And the taxi was about 8 rand, I suppose. That was long, eh? Feel like a nana.
Yes. Berma. And I play come clear.
But not focusing on me, to be specific, or me alone, but I believe and ke bone or you have changed kelello tsa batho ba baya, mostly young people, to be specific.
Sure.
And then most of us ke batho bo sa ba fostaneng. What is the story behind that, Doc? Because they always say charity begins at home, all that stuff. And then when you've always invested go bathong ba go strating. And then the funny part, the strangest part of them all is that you are not, because even today, in fact, you've never came to me and say, in fact, 1, 2, 3.
Sure.
Yeah, you're doing that without expecting anything in return. What is the story behind that?
There's a gentleman I met a while ago. Now going to take a Firikan just after my matric.
Brakulu.
Yeah, Brakulu unadulalin and he taught me a lot of things. And every time after he taught me something, I'll be like, yo, Kyalebo Brakulu. No, don't thank me. Pass it forward.
Yeah, man.
He always said that. So it's like a target idea. Every time Brakulu gives me something, when I thank him, he'll be like, no, do the same to somebody else.
Yeah.
So I've worked with that. And everywhere I bless someone and I don't expect something in return from them. I expect them to help see somebody else.
Nice. Nice.
Sure.
Nice. And what I love about you, I know most people won't agree with you on this one.
Sure.
You are a strange person, Doc. You are weird. I said to you, mfethu atseba ke nganywa zola blind. Batla kopana le mzolisto mfethu. And I mean comedy, MC, I mean the entertainment industry. And then you made things easier for me, Doc. From meeting DJ Sbu to being on radio, different community and newspapers, community radios and newspapers. And then you've always said to me, Human, na ke celebrity, Doc. Ke celebrity ya di celebrity.
Sure.
I'm like, what the hell this dog? What do you mean by that, Doc? I mean, like, I wanna be the next Trevor Noah, Dog, the next Steve Harvey. Sure. And then you are like, no, not a celebrity. I don't care who says what about me. I don't wanna be praised. Yeah. But those I will help you meet, they respect me. I don't know. Sure. What do you mean by that?
All right. I'm not well known, but people who are well known, I'm well known around Sekeliabatba. Well known. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mix with a lot of great people, famous celebrities, Moblomo, Mautiatsi Bahalang, in the business, on radio, guy, wherever. But I'm the guy behind the scene. I'm the guy who do the connections, assist, motivate, advise, mentor. But I don't do that for fame because I don't think I can handle fame.
Yeah.
I'm a cool guy. Fame is not for everyone, and I think I'm one of those people who can't handle fame. Ke rata batho, and I love assisting and helping people, but I'm not a crowd person. I don't like attention. E ka re lo rwala di shades. Yo, I only wear shades when I'm driving. I get my strategy. I feel like everybody's looking at me.
Yeah.
So I give more to attention,
Yeah.
but ke rata ho thusa. So
Yeah.
I do. I'm well organized and have connections. I know who's in there, and a lot of people, but famous or who are doing great things. They know me, and I know them. We have relationships, but I don't like being on the spot.
Yeah.
I don't like being on the spotlight or being the front. So Keshapu from behind. I enjoy creating people like Mabokotho, see them flowing, see them flying, becoming great people in the community. I love that. Whether they mention me or people know that I'm the guy behind, it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah.
But I prefer them not knowing.
Not knowing.
So
And then with the first few questions I've asked, ne? Somebody asa o fostaneng setse a le curious tla re ntanga o etsa man, cause le nna ke qala kopana le wena mfethu kopana le ntanga o shopong wa rekisa ntanga wa motivator di manu irang entle. What do you do, dog?
yeah, that's a tough one. I think more than anything, I'd say I'm a thinker. Sometimes it shocked me how I think,
Yeah.
how I solve problems and come up with solutions. But anything else that you've seen me doing,
Yeah.
it's not who I am. It's what I do for survival.
Jeez.
But don't define me based on what you've
What
seen
you've
me
seen.
doing.
Yeah.
Because everybody is out here to survive. I won't call myself an entrepreneur, but I've got the skills. I won't call myself a businessman, but I've got the skills.
Yeah.
Because of where has life put me in life, at some time,
Yeah.
I had to be it to survive.
To survive.
Like what?
Yeah, man.
I had to sell something to survive. I had to create something to survive. I had to assist somebody to get something to survive. Like what?
Good.
So what you've seen me doing, it might be circumstances put me in that position and I had to do it. Or it might be that there was nothing else to do for me to survive.
Right.
I've been on a survival mode for too long. So I've done a lot of things tailoring just for survival. Whatever you've seen me doing, it's not who I am. I was doing anything and everything for survival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Dog.
Doc, it's flipping interesting how you think. Like you said, you are a thinker. And I'm sitting here. You gave me the answer, but I'm still like, okay.
What do I do?
Okay.
I'm a thinker. Kanahana.
Yeah,
I come
yeah.
with solutions. I solve problems. I always say comply and complain later.
Yeah.
So whatever comes my way, I do it.
You do it.
Yeah, but the real Colin, he's an intelligent guy.
Yeah. Okay. And then you've been in business for a very long time. I believe from an early age. Yeah.
Yeah.
Through good times of
breads. You get it again, sure.
Through good times of business, through bad times of business. And then you realize that, but in this situation, I'm not a businessman. I have to use my skill of being an entrepreneur. Or in this situation, I'm not an entrepreneur. So, with us talking this language, a younger entrepreneur, businessman there, he's in business, but they are not sure, Ori, am I a businessman or am I an entrepreneur? Or they don't even know that those are two different things.
Sure.
According to you, what is the difference between the two? A businessman or a business figure? Or should I say a businessman, a businesswoman? And an entrepreneur?
That's an easy one. An entrepreneur is the creative behind it. A businessman is the engine that keeps it going.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurs start stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They start something and make it work. A businessman, he takes over Mamelodi Sundowns and make it great.
And then push a matter.
Yeah, an entrepreneur is DJ Sbu.
Yeah.
Starting more, you know?
Yeah.
And create something out of it.
Yeah.
Starting TS Records, starting Nzo, you know?
Yeah.
That's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But a businessman can take an old idea or an already established business and develop it.
Sure. Now, here it's me and you. I'm being personal now. Here it's me and you, Doc.
Sure.
You introduced me to DJ Sbu in 2013 without me meeting DJ Sbu. And I'm like, this guy. I'm saying Hispanal DJ Sbu, but I never even meet the guy.
I never even met the guy. Fake it until you make it.
Yeah. And then 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, about 3 years down the line, I'm like, okay, this is real. Ne?
Yeah.
And then maybe after 4 to 5 years, corner, communicate like on a personal level, kappa. Direct, not through you.
Sure.
But that's because of you. Ne? Now, I want you to take me through you meeting DJ Sbu. How did that come about? Like, I tell my story that I met DJ Sbu through you for a few years. I just believed because I trust you. Just believed that I'm working DJ under Sbu Solo Education Foundation. And then, boom. But oh, Nanza Buavarentanga. When how did that come about, Doc?
It's funny. I employed myself under Sbu Solo Education Foundation without them even knowing me. I was telling people I'm part of the foundation long before I could be part of the foundation. Even long before I could even communicate with any of the people in that foundation.
So at this moment, you don't know DJ Sbu?
I don't know DJ Sbu. I don't know the foundation. I don't know the people who are working with DJ Sbu. I've never met DJ Sbu. I've seen him on TV.
And you know about what he's doing?
I know about what he's doing. And I'm doing the same thing in Bloemfontein. So yeah, I would approach organizations and tell them, hey, I represent this sort of foundation.
Oh, gee.
This is what we're on about. And this is what I would like to do. I'm the leg Sbu Solo Foundation.
The guy doesn't even know you.
He doesn't even know the story. Sbu doesn't even know the story. You know? So I've lived to that for some time. I think I was doing my matric. And then there was this event taking place, the first Leadership 2020 seminar.
Yeah.
And I had to be part of it, you know. And I became part of it. I had to go to Joburg for the first time. And I made sure that I don't come back from Joburg, Sakopana Lautier. And I couldn't
at that moment, how long have you been running in the
for years, man. I think for about 4 or 5 years.
At this moment, is he aware now that there's someone called Colin?
No, he's not. He's not even aware there's Sbu Solo Education Foundation in Bloemfontein. And everybody else who knows me, I was updated with everything Sbu is doing, and I'm the first person to tell people around me, hey, what is Sbu and say? Hey, DJ Sbu, it's a so. So people thought I have a relationship with Sbu.
Yeah.
But next week, until it happened. And when it happened, that's the funny part. When it happened, I couldn't be excited. I couldn't share the excitement. Hey, finally, I've met this guy. Because people thought, so,
You're already living in the moment.
so when the moment happened, I couldn't celebrate. But hey, anyway, I'm not a person a celebrator.
But here's the thing, man. You get to Joburg. You get to the event through your dedication.
Yeah.
Now,
next natural base,
we'll get to that point. You get through the door. There is the guy you are representing back home. Who doesn't even know you? What goes through your mind? What do you do now?
In my mind, this guy knows me. In my mind, this guy is my brother. We are friends.
Yeah.
In my mind, this guy knows me.
Yeah.
That's how much I believed in it.
Jeez.
That's how much I believed in it.
Are we talking faith or are we talking hope? What are we talking here?
Faith, dog. Faith. I not throughout my life, I've acted the part.
Yeah.
In everything. I don't just pray about it and I get into it. So I've at some point I even believed that Sbu and Save. Even when I met him the first time, level of confidence it was as if one day he gave me that. He acted as if he knows me because he heard my stories.
Now you have to come back home.
Sure.
Oh no. Mahlaba.
Eish, fit. Hey. Yeah, ne.
You are like that chico chilling. Zamaya hotla mfethu tla ukhutlisa. And then Tanga is not playing his part.
Eish, fit. Yeah, hey. Khala re vaya fit. Sa tsego tlo khutla. Sa tsego lo go bala kae, re lo ja, ma re batla ba da. Batla kena da. And I think at some point we lose that spark, that attitude of forcing things.
The aggression.
You know, as we grow, as we lose those principles of forcing things and make them happen.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But yeah, it happened really, Josie Rajeka. We went again, Rajeka. We even went to Durban to represent somebody who doesn't know us. Until they recognize us.
Now you have recruited some guys.
Hey, in fact, hey, Bolenzida.
Shout out to my nigga. Malibongwe.
Oh, Malibongwe. Sekele party at team.
Jeez. You're doing bigger things, man.
We're doing great things, man. We never travel. That's where I got my first paying speaking engagement.
Wow.
I was in Durban. We went to Durban, from Bloemfontein, and we spent the week there motivating, representing Sbu's education. Sbu, somehow between one of us had some communication and relationship with Sbu. So we believed he told Sbu what we are on about. And Sbu would retweet in Totarona, Abuagatsona, Facebook. Majita Kasikababona, at least. Yeah, but I saw Panele.
Yeah.
But I was. And then I got my first speaking engagement from there.
Yeah.
And then I got my first speaking engagement. Bukela flight from Durban to Josie. From Josie, transport to pick up at airport in Kisa Pretoria. I was going to speak there.
Yeah, man.
I made my first speaking engagement in Patala.
With that stupid risk you took.
Yeah.
Elongore. Yeah. You had to say at some point it will boom. Maybe I will meet the guy, and it is more than just meeting the guy.
Yeah.
Né? But back to reality, you don't know what will be the outcome. You might meet the guy and he says, No. Because these people we see on TV,
Yeah, it's not the
once
same,
we
Kotu.
redula le bona, that's when you see the real person. Or ntanga, asi Grootman le mos.
Tanga behind the camera is somebody
No, man.
completely different.
And I've heard that you brought Sbu to Free State, to Bloom, without people knowing. Bako Josie or defended high. And then he's here, he plays, and then he had to go back.
Yeah. Hey, why hope are you? I'm gonna put a pin or expose and to say this.
What is the show all about, dog?
Expose and to say this like Kenya Matating. Yeah. Yeah, no, Skawa. That's what
Fast forward, Mfethu. What is the impact of Grootman in your life?
Sbu taught me humility, dog. Like sense of humor, the love and passion for what he's doing, the energy, you know. Through Sbu, I've made great relationships, you know. Sbu Fetu Lekafihla, and Sbu won't introduce you as my follower, capo, just a guy. Sbu will introduce you as my business partner.
Yeah.
You know, even if you're not running any business with Sbu. So I've the connection thing at taking a little on, and friendships thing at relationships thing at taking a little on. I've met them through Sbu.
Yeah.
And there's a couple that taught me a lot, and they used to mentor Sbu.
Yeah.
And they also mentored me. Chris and Suzanne Styles.
Shout out.
They took me in and they taught me in everything they could.
And then you became Colin.
Yeah, and then I became Colin. I became
The
this
great one.
Colin. They unlocked something in me.
Yeah.
That So shout out to them.
Yeah.
Much
Respect. Now, Doc, we know about what you do, how you met Sbu. Yeah, nah?
Enough.
Things are now escalating, Doc.
Sure.
Tell me, at what point, I could say, have you ever felt like you have so much? You have so much. Talking from assets to nyoko. You have accumulated. And then you ran out of everything, or almost everything.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a point in my life where I thought I'm on top of the game.
Yeah.
You know, and even if you're not really on top of the game, but from where now, considering where you come from or what you've had before, whatever the little that you have, you'll be at to a point where you think you've arrived. And once you start thinking that way, you lose focus in terms of So there was a point in my life where I thought, I'm
the man.
I thought there was a point when I starting, everyone can see.
Yeah.
Everybody can see what I'm busy with.
Yeah.
And gave me confidence, you know.
But not that I'm stopping you, just the pause. What makes you believe or see that you have arrived? Because when you are living in a moment, you believe that I have 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you do? Maybe aggression, maybe I can say what makes you say at that time I thought
I've arrived. I carry what you have dreams.
Yeah.
Photographer, and those things happen.
Yeah.
You know, but because they've happened, that's how far we thought.
Yeah.
That's how far we were hoping for.
Yeah.
We think it's enough.
Yeah.
We think we have arrived. You know. So at that point where now I have a direct relationship with Sbu, and we are planning great things. We are communicating, doing paperwork, proposals, approaching media companies around Bloom, and I thought I've arrived.
You're running Sbu in Bloom.
Yeah,
In
yo,
Free State, so to say.
Sbu akasettle mona ntate.
Without you knowing.
Without me. La ka mo bitsa Sbu. Akasettle mona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that point, you know that umnati.
Yeah, sure.
Then, at what stage do you realize that I'm losing it? Not tangible things, but
You're
yourself.
losing
Yeah.
the drive.
Yeah.
It's when at that stage when you become comfortable in that, where you know there's a moment where everything is just flowing and you are enjoying the connections, the improvements or the achievements that you are achieving. Everybody gets to a point where
Yeah. Yeah.
and we get carried away by that moment.
Yes.
You know, that moment, once you get carried away by that moment, you put all your guts down, and you start forgetting what brought you there.
What brought you
the
there?
principles, the habits. You become comfortable in the moment. You enjoy the roller coaster, and you forget the principles of waking up in the morning, what time, brush your teeth, take a run, read a book, come back. You know, those little principles that brought us here.
Yeah.
Or, you know, once you are here, you enjoy the moment and you lose yourself in the moment. And then you stop doing the things that have brought you here.
Yeah. Yeah. You're enjoying without
outside
productive.
You don't maintain it.
You don't maintain. Which is where I don't know, as young people or everyone, that's the most important stage of our lives.
Yeah, you have to go through that.
Yeah, the maintaining part, we don't understand that. That you can have the drive of achieving, and then instead, how fit go maintaining, you don't understand that part. What is the meaning behind maintaining? And then boom, tomorrow, rekopana le Ntanga Mabokotho. We had 1, 2, 3. Now Ntanga, fast forward, I don't know. You will tell us. You lost 1, 2, 3, 4. Ne?
Yeah.
What goes through your mind? What do you do to come back? Or was it necessary for you to lose? If it didn't happen that you lost, I
think I had to lose it. You know, I think I had to lose it because that's where I found my salvation. That's where I met God. I had to go back to the drawing board. I had to start over. And I actually discovered Colin. Colin is not an entrepreneur. Colin is not a businessman. Colin is the mind behind the businessman. Colin is the mind behind the entrepreneur. So I had to go back to the drawing board and start over. You know, and starting over cost me. It cost me a lot of things.
Mention few, Doc.
Eh?
Mention few.
Joe, I got to expose them.
Yeah,
but that moment, Fetu, you lose balance in everything. You lose balance completely, and because you don't talk, you don't share with people what you're going through. Everybody else treats you as if it's only that Colin. Everybody who became friends with you or partners with you, or anything that you think you and this person, the relationship they still treat you ka hope you're still the same person because they don't know what you're going through. And because you don't share this thing because you have to maintain this person that attracted these people. And I feel like you are weak when you go out and say, "Ish, hi, no, I know the Haralan," because people don't think into Hagaland. People,
For you to
yeah, because you've created that environment for
Yeah,
where now
yeah.
you are the hero, you on top of your game,
Yeah.
and people fall for that. And
Yeah.
whatever relationship it when comes ka foundation and to
Yeah.
so when you start losing the foundation, you try to maintain it,
Yeah.
because once how about what me now hey no,
Safari.
and you can't get help,
Yeah.
you know, and you end up losing relationships, you lose partnerships, you lose connections because you don't deliver. You know, you don't deliver the expectations. It's about my life in your house.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, at that time I had to go back to the drawing board.
Drawing board. That was important. And
Yeah.
then you invited some people.
Yeah.
You think you learn one or two things from. I'm learning from a distance with what happened to you, because I can't shy away from that. We are close. I don't call you every morning and say "Mfetu sharp 1 2 3,"
Sure.
but we are close.
Sure.
Ha re kopana after kgwedi, we talk
Sure.
like re together, mabane.
Sure.
Now, I'm watching you on Facebook or social media, and I see Ntanga is doing things differently.
Sure.
At this stage, you are fixing your life, so to say.
Yeah. Sure.
And then there's a man who came into your life. I think he's one of the people that changed how you think or how you do things or whatever. You will tell us.
He channeled in the
Yeah.
He channeled me to the real me.
Dog.
Yeah, no, he channeled me to the real me.
What is his contribution into your life? In both your personal life, business side of things, everything.
Pastor Shimi dismantled each and every belief I had. He dismantled each and everything I thought I knew. Anything I thought I'm mastering, he dismantled.
Jeez.
He gave me a complete different foundation. You know,
So you started afresh.
yeah, I started afresh, a complete whole new me, and it took me time, took some time, and I think that's from meeting him, the real me was brought there. Go get more the real me,
Yeah.
you know. I've always thought things this way, but I've never implement them the way I thought them.
Yeah.
Or what?
Yeah.
And Pastor Shimi came into my life, and he had to challenge each and everything I believed, each and every knowledge I on, and build a foundation.
Yeah.
Because I had all these things, but I
Yeah.
didn't have a foundation.
Yeah.
I did coaching, I did public speaking, I had this knowledge. I knew what I wanted to do, but there was no foundation.
Yeah.
The foundation was unstable.
That's unstable.
You know, I was a believer in God, but not like now.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Yeah.
I believed in God, and I prayed, I read scriptures, but not like now.
Was it for the sake of believing? Oh,
Yeah.
if there's such thing.
Yeah, you had to belong.
You had to belong. Just for people not to say you are whatever.
So the relationship I had with God was not. No, let me put it this way. The belief I had in God
Yeah.
was a belief via peer pressure.
Oh, jeez, man.
I understand. You had to know about God to fit in.
Yeah.
You can't live without prayer. You had to pray. You know, you had to read the Bible just to fit in. People must hear now and then you quoting scriptures, going to church, taking part in the church and all that. But I was far from that.
Yeah.
I was doing my own thing, contradicting my beliefs.
Yeah.
Here I believe in my heart. Here I don't believe in my heart. Here I believe in 1 2 3. I'm teaching people about 1 2 3, but I don't.
A whole
You
lot
know,
of
I was
contradiction.
confused. I was there to fit in.
Yeah.
I was a follower of God because of peer pressure
Yeah.
of society.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, until I met Pastor Shi.
Now that he unleashed this person in you, ne? And with the contribution of others, whom I don't know, could be his wife, all those, but wo kopaneng le bona in the process of recovering. I believe you're doing things differently now and you are achieving. You are doing things differently from how you used to do things when you were achieving then.
Yeah.
What is it that you are doing differently from when you look at yourself at the age of 16, when you had 1, 2, 3, you achieved 1, 2, 3, 4 at the age of 16 or 18, and then now you are 45 years, you are achieving 1, 2, 3. What is it that you are doing differently to ensure that I am not gonna fall again, dog?
I think the motive behind it defines everything. Back then, I was chasing a desire to show up,
Yeah, man.
to fit in,
Yeah, man.
you know, and whatever I achieved had to be on the spotlight.
Yeah, man.
They had to feel me.
They had to feel you.
You know, so the difference now is the motive. I believe that whatever I achieve, whatever God provide, I'm just a messenger for Him.
Yeah, man.
Whatever God gives me or bless me with is not for me to float, but for me to be a blessing to somebody else.
Yeah, man.
And there, because of that mentality or that motive, whatever I achieve, I don't see it as an achievement per se. I see it as delivery from God, for me to pass it forward.
Yeah, man.
And I do things different now. I do great things. I'm achieving a lot of things.
Yeah, man.
In a very short time. A lot of things are happening, and I'm enjoying the moment because I understand and I have a different motive behind it.
Do you have time to enjoy, dog?
No, not really.
Because every time I call you, you are busy with something. You are at church, you are at work, you are with family. Do you have time for yourself to enjoy? Because I believe when you are with family, you are serving. When you are at work, you are serving. When you are at church, you are serving.
I'm always serving.
Do you have the time for yourself, Mfetu Moring? No.
Time for myself, I share it with God. And then time with everything and everybody else. I always have time for people.
Yeah.
To serve. I'm always busy. I always commit myself to assist people.
Yeah, man.
Langare ke tlo dula fela today and do nothing.
Yeah.
I always find myself going or leaving the house to assist Sbanibani.
Yeah.
Or ki promised mama. I always have something to do because I believe I'm a servant.
Yeah.
You know, not only in church, but even in life, I'm always busy with something. Even at work,
Yeah.
you know, I'm always assisting people
Assisting.
from different departments. Then, like sympathy at all.
Yeah.
I do my job. When I'm done with my job, I jump into a different department to assist someone.
Yeah.
Because that's how I was brought up.
Yeah.
That's the belief system I have.
Yeah.
You know, so
and with that said, I think it leads me to asking you I don't know how much time you are left with.
Now we have enough time.
How do you feel, Doc, when you are seeing the person you've helped or people you've helped flourishing, surviving, doing good things, whatever, but a positive outcome through your help, through your contribution? How do you feel, Doc? What does that mean to you? What does that make to you? Kore, in your own space, you are there. No one is seeing you. It's just you and God. What?
It gives me joy. I think because that's the moment.
Yeah.
Because that's the moment that I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Whoever I'm assisting or I'm giving a helping hand to, my hope and belief is to see them becoming great.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And when I see them becoming great, my next hope and belief is to see them helping somebody else to become great, creating opportunities for other people.
Yeah, man.
You
Pass
know?
it forward.
Yeah, when I see somebody passing it forward, it gives joy.
Yeah.
It gives me joy to see, okay, whatever I did for this person, I am Rethabile. What's the word? By overweight. What do you call that? Obese. You know, because sometimes there are people who are obese.
Yeah.
Only this knowledge amazing, or only these assets, they sharp, or only all these great things.
Yeah.
But because he doesn't pass forward, banyonza, you know. So not to me, when I see somebody that I gave an opportunity, pass that attitude, that's when I know I've achieved.
You've achieved.
Goal, yeah, but if I have assisted somebody to become something, and I see them doing great but keeping it to themselves, in gets like if I didn't do my job.
Didn't do my.
You know.
Yeah.
So I enjoy seeing people big about staying, but with the same attitude.
Yeah, man. And the other thing is, with me personally, maybe you'd call me for a kind of help, and I'm not there.
Sure.
Or any other person. But when you get back to me, you are still smiling, dog. You're still good. Is that smile? Is it of Wantola mfethu
Sure.
of tamthola ntanga kapa Wantola mfethu? When somebody's doing you wrong, some will do it intentionally, some won't do it intentional.
Yeah.
But you never get angry or disappointed.
I get disappointed. I do get disappointed.
Okay.
But like I said, the mentality is different. I don't depend on anyone.
Yeah.
And when I ask for a favor or when I ask somebody to assist me, it's because I need that thing.
Yeah.
But I don't, because my hope and my belief and faith is in God. I know if this person can't do it, God will connect me.
Yeah.
You know, and people can't always come to your rescue. Capo can't always come through, and you need to understand that that's the reality of life.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
I can't, because if I have to ke kwatele batho ba sa nyetsetseng dintho tse ke expectile go ba nyetsetse, ke tlo kwatela the whole world.
The whole world.
Because this world is dirty, man.
Yeah.
You know, people have their own reasons why they can't assist you.
Yeah.
But now one thing, I don't do something for somebody and expect that in return, or and expect something in return.
Yeah.
If I do something for you, it has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with God.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't expect anything from you out of what I've done for you.
Yeah.
You know, the blessing stacker comes different. So when I ask you for a favor, you don't have to return the favor because you feel if you don't return it, you don't feel bad that if you can't help me, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I know what I'm always bubbly because you didn't disappoint me.
Yeah.
I can't get into Kapil, people have other commitments. People are busy. And I won't do the same to you if Usakon on Tuesday on Tuesday. You can come tomorrow and ask for help. I'll assist you as if nothing happened.
Good. Oh, that's great, man. That's great. I've
Now
got
there's kank advantage.
yeah. Because a lot of us do, eh? A lot of us do.
Sure.
Now, Mfetu, there's a game I want us to play.
It's
It's a very simple game, but it's very interesting.
Sure.
I've got 5 questions here. Simple questions. You just have to choose one. I'm gonna give you 2 options. If only you had only those 2 options, just give me an answer and why.
Okay.
Answer and reason. The first question, dog, it's Bloemfontein or Ladybrand?
Bloom.
Why?
There's life here.
There's life in Bloom, dog.
Yeah.
Your whole life you've lived here.
Yeah, and I've made life here.
Yeah.
Bloom, it's a birthplace.
So.
I mean, Ladybrand is a birthplace.
Mhm.
That's where I was born.
How long have you lived in Ladybrand?
Until 18. For 18 years, I lived in Ladybrand. But I started living in Bloom.
So by the time you came here, did you come with somebody else or came?
Clearly
on your
one.
Jeez, dog.
Clearly one.
I'll keep this one for before we close. Yeah. Now, ex or future partner?
Future.
Talk to me, dog.
Future, dog. We're not looking back. We're not looking back. Future, dog.
And then they say the devil, you know.
No, it has nothing to do with who's the devil. There's nothing to do with who's the devil.
Yeah.
Hey, that question. Yeah, I answered it as honest as I can. I wish you could record a phone with this.
And I want to phone you
How I record. Yeah.
Books or golf?
Yo, that's a tough one.
I'll get you.
Books.
Yeah?
It has to be books.
Books.
Yeah, but it's a tough one. But books.
Why?
Because they stretch your mind. Even golf does, but books. Yeah, books, man.
Books, dog. Books. Our 4th question. Driving or your phone, dog?
Driving.
You met DJ Sbu through your phone?
Yeah.
Why driving, dog?
Because driving, I have to be alone. Driving alone. Driving gives me time to think.
Yeah. You like to be alone? This question,
I prefer being alone.
this answer leads me to asking you. Do you hate people? You don't like people, or you like your own space?
I love people.
Yeah.
And I love entertaining people. But there's a time frame.
Yeah.
I don't like being around people for too long.
Yeah.
That's
Man.
why body concert, body AI, speed. I don't like being around people for too long.
Yeah.
I'm very obsessed with my time, because that moment when I'm with people, they disturb my thinking.
Yeah.
They disturb the relationship I have, Lumudim, because I'm always thinking and talking and having discussions with him in my own mind. So when I'm with people, there's the time where I close that communication with myself, that communication with God, and I entertain people. So after a few hours, minutes, I get irritated.
I know you.
And I just want to be alone.
I know you. Mfethu ntanga kyawubiza mfethu mnezwakala mo civic theater. Kyadlala yi kyaperforma yi. Di mana afi tlodula ka koloing kanta. I'm like, what the hell? What the fuck? Last question, dog.
Sure.
Your mom or your dad?
Mom, dog.
Here we go. Why your mom, dog?
Ole, yeah. Already mfile lerato le leng mfethu that I don't think anyone in the world will ever match that love.
Yeah, man.
Already
Yeah,
mfile
man.
lerato le leng. I don't think anyone in the world will ever match that. Yeah, our time awangata le.
Yeah.
Lo lady mfethu le na le that warmth that I long
Tough
for.
love.
That warmth that I long for. Sure.
I mean, but very. If you never hated your mom, she never loved you.
And I never hated my mom, but I know she loved me. I never hated my
I mean,
mom.
you know,
I was
already
too
now.
young to hate my mom.
What's it little? Yeah. When you are young, already out of be something too. Our sharp, yeah, I got our sharp about what's our little land dog.
And no lady are so sharp.
Next.
No lady are so sharp. Next sharp we get time. Maybe that's why I choose to hate.
No wonder why you choose it our lady.
But I knew she loved me.
You knew
I
already
knew
around.
already one God.
Yeah. Well, we've got about a few minutes left, dog. And then save the best for last.
Sure.
You've always said, dog, whenever it gets heavy, on Tanga kapo my sister, you go out kotlading. Olo rent a flat or room kasida. And then you start pushing that into how could be Spanish house appeal or business. You know business I can't fit you feel like you are doing good. Not knowing worry. This is just the beginning.
Sure.
Spanish house appeal, you feel like ke tlo dula yi tshwana le relationship fela o ke wa ka.
Yeah, no.
Until and then hana kweva yam fetu life starts happening. And then you've always said no matter how difficult things may be or landlord your lelek or whatever, never go back home, dog.
I never. Don't go back home. Dog.
What's the story behind that?
It's a setup for failure. Never go back home. Because you going back home, it's a sign of giving up. You left home because you knew there was something to be birthed.
Yeah.
So going back home without giving birth to that, it means you are quitting.
Jeez.
You know? So there was a time in my life where things really went bad.
Yeah.
Whatever I came to Bloom for, which was to finish my matric, I achieved that, and there's nothing else. Fetu, you have to go back home.
Yeah.
You have to go back to Ladybrand. I refused. I had to rent. Rent I was a span. In Kasflego it's a 500. Take 30 days.
Jeez.
You have the whole month to make that 500.
Yeah.
I remember one day they killed Joburg for the weekend.
Yeah.
Spent it the weekend Josie. I come back to Bloom. I got patala rent. Sale ke tima phone. I get a shelter. But ke khutla ke na le yona.
Yeah.
Ke fihla Blomo hi ka bo 12 bosiu. Nka kepe from tourism center to my place. When I get to my place, landlord will delete trolleys. Hey, Joe.
Jeez.
I kwala ka chain. We will delete.
Obloma lo ena jarti.
No.
Jeez, man.
Lie. Take dula ka phela indaba kana. I'll say if you keep see you. You know, but there was a time where I couldn't afford rent. There was a time when I didn't have food. But I'll never, even today, I promise I'll never go back to home. I'll never go back home. Regardless of how bad things are, but I'll never go back home. I'll rather cut lifestyle or live uncomfortable right here than to go back home. I'll never go back home.
Jeez, man.
There's no life. There's no life home. Because once you go home, you're going to get that care at home.
Yeah.
And it's going to make you be comfortable.
You relax, okay.
The schoolmates ka majita ka ne ke hola le bona ba mpitsa khotma.
Yeah,
because I have money, you know.
Yeah.
But I believe them staying at home iba cover tea.
Yeah.
You know, because toko medicine tongue. I know Yakata, but Ricky, let me just make this point. Howly home, to me, home is Ladybrand.
Yeah.
You know, there's apps. There's apps ATM and there's a branch. You know.
Yeah.
When you come to Bloom, then you know there's headquarters. The apps.
Yeah.
You know. So when you Ladybrand, whatever you dream about banking, you dream up to a point of what you can see.
Jeez.
You dream up to who you kapo le branch manager.
That's how far
Because
you can
that's
go.
how far you can see.
Yeah.
But once you out here, the competition is different.
Mm-hmm.
The exposure is different.
Yeah.
It stretches your mind far beyond the ordinary.
The ordinary, yeah.
So that's why home is a setup for failure.
Yeah.
Number one, it's comfort. Number two, it limits you
Yeah.
in your thinking, in your dreaming.
Yeah.
Because dreams is what we follow.
What we
sometimes.
follow sometimes.
Not even sometimes. You understand? But if you can't see that far, you can't be that far.
Can't be that far.
You can only become as far as you can see.
Yeah, man.
So
Yeah, man.
staying at home or going back home is it's a setup for failure.
Yeah.
Even if you're home, you guys in Morocco, don't go home.
Don't go there. It's a trip.
Rather starve more in day.
Kata uka.
Tlaba sharp,
Yeah, man.
tlaba sharp.
Kana mnandi
Tlaba
mfethu.
mnati. No rock loud.
Yeah, I hope this goes to both batho ba spanang, batho ba pushang business, batho ba batlanang
never go.
Spani,
Don't-
batho ba kenang skela or whatever, ne?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This was your time. I've always wanted to have these conversations with you, to be specific. Majitara bararba patalina. This was Take Me Through Your Journey with Mabokotho and the man of the moment, Colin. Chill. We out.
Sure. Lolo.